There are a lot of conversations going on in terms of the Epstein files. We're hearing about cannibalism, we're hearing about a lot of assaults of a particular nature, kidnappings, etc. The question then is, how can we as parents, as caregivers, as aunts, uncles, grandparents, etc., how can we Epstein-proof our children? Unfortunately, there's a lot of Epsteins out there. And as you can see, their hands reach in different countries. You can't completely protect your child, but there are 3 things that I want to discuss that will assist in helping to protect our children. The first one is understanding the trends. What are the trends that your child is involved in? What are the things that your child has an interest in? Because unfortunately, the predators out there, they are definitely interested in the same things that your children are interested in. Remember, their intention, their job is to take your child. Their job is to prey on your child. And therefore, you need to know what the food there. And since your child, no pun intended, is the intended target, then they're going to know what their prey, what the habits are of their prey. Now, a number of children are, especially the young men, heavily involved in gaming, online gaming. You may not know this, but Jeffrey Epstein is actually an avid, or was an avid gamer. In fact, in 2013, he was kicked off the Xbox platform for, according to them, harassment, threats, and/or abuse of other players that was severe, repeated, and/or excessive. So these individuals, they seek to go where the young people are. So the first thing you need to do as a caregiver of any sort is to understand what are the trends, what are the things that your child, the children around you are interested in, and then understand what the dangers are in those trends. If it is that we understand what the dangers are, then we then need to highlight those dangers to our children. The next thing we need to do is teach our children how to defend themselves. And this involves a range of activities. It's understanding that there are dangerous persons on the internet. It's understanding that they need to have situational awareness. Many of them always on the cell phone, even adults as well, always on the cell phone, always have the earpods in their ear, always checking some random thing, not paying attention to their environments. Looking like a prey creates an environment where you are more likely to be preyed on. And again, we're not saying it is the victim's fault. What we are saying is that we need to put things in place to reduce the probability of having our children become victims to predators. Understand what the dangers are with these gaming platforms. Understand how individuals may nurture or groom your child on these gaming platforms. Understand how they may groom them in a face-to-face activities as well. Maybe a swim coach, maybe an elite modeling agency. A number of these individuals have great positions of influence, and therefore we have to ensure as well that our children have a healthy idea of self, what they're willing to do and what they're willing not to do, before they are brought into a position where they're asked or tested on what those things are. So your child most definitely needs to be walked through different scenarios. What would you do if XYZ happens? What would you do if ABC happens? And this is important because the predators are sharpening their skills, they're sharpening the teeth, they're sharpening the tools. They are finding many ways to get to our children. And if it is that we're not aware of these and putting things in place, then we're doing them a disservice. Finally, I want to leave on this one, prayer. People talking about eating children, people talking about kidnapping, cutting persons up, etc. Obviously, we cannot deny the fact that this world is filled with a lot of evil. Therefore, it is crazy, ridiculous, beyond understanding for you as a parent to be having your child leave out of the house daily and you're not praying for them. You need to be praying for your child. We need to be praying for the children around us. We need to be shoring them up. We need to be telling them that they are great and they're destined for great things. We need to be in a position where we are spiritually upholding and supporting and protecting our children and praying for them. Now, there are others that we could discuss. If it is that you want me to add them or make another video concerning them, let me know in the comments. As always, stay safe.